This is Brad Baham from Hammond, Louisiana, the Boulevard. You're not tuned into FanView podcast. I'm the only child by my mom.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I say, for to watch her to go get it, you know what I'm saying, for me and herself, you know what I'm saying, not downgrade my dad at all. He was always there. You know what I'm saying? But I live with my mom, my grandmother, but I watched her go get it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing that, her doing that for me, it was one of the things too. It's like I want to be able to do that for others,
Mhm.
especially for somebody that want to go get it.
Right.
So that's why I was always there, even as a barber. If a kid can't afford a haircut, or if a kid need a ride, or just even volunteering coaching baseball.
Mm.
I coach
Right.
a money give more
Right.
baseball.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Watch this kid at 12 years old throw 75 miles per hour.
Welcome everybody to the FanView podcast. I'm your host, Coach Hurricane Hen. Got a very special co-host with me today. Good friend I've been knowing for a couple of years. Multi-business owner, mentor, you name it. He done it. Former baseball player, Mr. Brad Braham.
What's
I
up? What's
I,
up?
wa-
What's
I
up?
wanted to call you your first part of the name, but I was like I ain't gonna do that to
Yeah,
him. Right?
they don't know
I
about
don't
that
know.
Gary.
I don't know if the
Yeah,
ops looking for you.
yeah, they know Miss Brad.
Like,
Brad. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Glad to be here today.
oh man, most definitely, man. We like to start off our show, just talk about the journey. I know you follow us a lot. We like sports related, and I know you started off in the sports world to kind of navigate it off into business. So just talk about like how your start got you to where you at right now.
Well, just speaking on the sports aspect, man. My dad, grandfather, which is Ruffin, he was a baseball coach. So just a little history on that. I think it was like 16 and under. He took that team to like the World Series in like Virginia. I think they played. I think they won the championship. World Series. So I have a background in baseball. Played minor league, uh, bitty basketball. Soccer and all that type of stuff. But so sports is one of the things that kept me active as a kid. You
Mhm.
know, my mom had me when she was 16. Working like three jobs. But it was always my opportunity to participate in sports. So I always seen the grind. Family, my dad, my mom, my grandmothers, my uncles, aunt. I always seen people grind. So I think that was just something that was just that grew into me. It was destined for me to grind. Like I got my grind like you broke
Yeah,
a pair.
yeah.
So that's part of it too. It's just you always got to grind. Whether you got it or whether you trying to get to it, you got to grind. So uh, it's just one of them things, man. With business, uh, creating businesses, I'm gonna go back into college. Once I graduated from high school, got into college, went to Southeastern. Couple guys, Stackhouse, Jordan, that's from this area. We don't form a group called Fab Five. We started doing parties through college. We were supposed to make money through the situation, but man, we were just having fun through college. So we did parties, man. We had people from LSU like Marcus Spears, Jamarcus Russell, Corey Webster, all them boys came to our party because my cousin Darcy
Right.
Buckles. You know what I'm
Signed
saying? He
one of
yeah,
they
he
say the
played
first one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he played with them guys. So they all came visit us and party with us and stuff, man. So one of the owners, Kevin McKnight, was me and him was locked in. So we always did the business part. So I think that really molded me and made me like a business minded person
Mm-hmm.
of always talking to him for us like the flyers, how we gonna do this party, we're gonna let ladies in free, this and that and the third. So that created that business mindset. And I didn't even know what I was about to get myself into. So our parties grew, man. It was crazy. We had guys from like Southwest Mississippi coming. You familiar with Hammond?
Yeah.
People was parking at Dunn Seafood, coming over the hump, racetrack, towing cars. Like it was like a crazy situation. So we grew that, and then I started cutting hair in La Place. I had a cousin, rest in peace, Cedric Milton, gave me an opportunity to get my barber license, and my uncle was actually getting my hair cut by him. So he was like, Ced, so you get a license. I'm not really taking it serious, but I'm like, yeah, I want to cut hair. Went and visited him. He's like, yeah, you can start. Boom, started my license process while I was at Southeastern. So it was a blessing in disguise. So I was better get my degree at Southeastern and get my barber license at the same time. Uh, did that '06, and we actually started full time in June. I told my dad, called my dad, so I think I'm gonna go full time with barbering, not knowing what I'm about to get myself into. Just moved into an apartment, got a brand new bill, um, and decided at the same time to give me a motorbike. All at the same time, with great bills. And with God, bro, covering, what I'm saying, depending on God, knowing he gonna do what he do, everything worked out, man. So got my license in the class, cut hair through that process. Me and Jermaine Edwards, Spider, was cutting hair in the class. Opportunity came for us to cut in Hammond. Custom Cuts was created in January 8, 2009, and still existing now. So been having a barber shop, man, what, 15 years? You know what I'm saying? So I've been self-employed full time since I'm 26. I'll be 44 in July.
And that's a blessing. And me knowing you for how long and see like hearing that background. 'Cause like we talk, what I'm saying, but like us as and that's one thing we gotta change as black men. We don't dive into the mushy stuff to like to kind of empower each other because like we all been raised. Everybody in this room right now has all been raised like you got to be you the protector, you the provider. You know what I'm saying? You never see daddy, emotional. You never seen grandpa emotional. Times have changed, but knowing that about you, I see where your passion for kids and all this stuff that you do because ever since I known you and like once you figured out I was from the New Orleans, it was like, man, y'all do some stuff down there that put New Orleans on the map strictly sports wise and all the talent that come out of Tangible Hoe. If we can just have y'all mentality and take everything else out of it, man, Tangible Hoe will be right there behind New Orleans with stuff. And then we used to argue back and forth, but then like I started seeing your point of view and you just started telling me, and I'm just like, man, like I'm coaching in the area. I'm like, there go Devontae Smith. There go Cam Dancer. There go Ed Alexander. There go even like the little small schools at like Albany where I started out, like Zaza, your stepson that was there like um Brazil, the list goes on and on and on. Like just people like in that area that they went on to the NFL, went on basketball, some in baseball. Talk about how your upbringing and your passion and your drive turn into I got to give back, not for me, but for my area.
Yeah. I mean, if like just like my mom, I'm my only child by my mom.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I say, to watch her to go get it, you know what I'm saying, for me and herself, you know what I'm saying, not downgrade my dad at all. He was always there. You know what I'm saying? But I live with my mom, my grandmother, but I watched her go get it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing that, her doing that for me, it was one of the things too. It's like I want to be able to do that for others,
Mm.
especially for somebody that want to go get it.
Right.
So that's why I was always there, even as a barber. If a kid can't afford a haircut, or if a kid need a ride, or just even volunteering coaching baseball.
Mm.
I coach
Right.
a month to give more
Right.
baseball.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Watch this kid at 12 years old throw 75 miles per hour fastball.
Left hand at that.
Left. You know, I mean, I wish the kid would have went full baseball, but hey, he wanted to play football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, just my upbringing, man, and just kind of watching stuff, I always wanted to give back,
Mhm.
like always, because everybody not as fortunate as certain people or
Mm.
as me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have it all. I promise you. Even as the multiple businesses that I have, man, I'm scratching.
Mm.
Sometimes I wish I worked for people to where I know a check coming.
Right.
But as a business owner, I'm pulling from this, I'm pulling from that to make things work and make it make sense. So giving back was always something that I did. And I ain't gonna lie, my cousin taught me that when I started barbering. Just like kind of give back. You know what I'm saying? He taught me that.
Mm.
So he kind of nurtured me as a 24, 25-year-old.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Coming out of college, I had somebody program me this in my head to, you gotta do this. Credit. You gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Give back. Or if somebody don't have all the money for the haircut, it's okay. You're gonna get it on the back end or on this, or God gonna bless you.
Mm.
So somebody programming that in my head was always the positive thing, and I knew God was gonna take care of me. So, like you were saying, for as the comparisons for as New Orleans athletes and athletes in Tangible Parish, it's kind of like it was a little difference, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In certain areas,
Right.
you might have had for us in the West Bank area a father figure that's there. Hey, son, we gonna do this, we gonna do this and do that. But then down there in Tangible Hole, it's a single mom situation. The father not there. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's just it's I ain't gonna say unfair, but it's just that's the situation that you have to deal with.
And I was like, it being a product of here, I would say it's a it's not it's a lot of single mother homes here.
Right.
But the thing that I hang my hat on my city is the hood is not gonna let you fail.
Yeah.
You know, if they can get you out of here,
They gonna
they
get you
want
out
to.
of
And I'm talking about, we know some of the biggest, baddest. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you don't speak their names,
Yeah.
and will show up to the park. Leave him alone. He untouchable. He got to get up out of here.
Right.
That's how you get a Skylar Green. That's how you get a Marlon Favorite. That's how you get a Sharon Carey. That's how you get Cordell Stewart and Reggie Wayne. Out the same, like from the Cordell Stewart grew up 3 blocks from here. Reggie Wayne 5.
Right.
You know, both went to Everett High School at the same time. You know, that was our, like, the community aspect of it all.
Right.
But in your journey has come full circle, because with you giving back, caring, God has blessed you in the fact of you got to watch a kid like Taji Spears, who played with your son,
Mm-hmm.
and like we had him on the show before he got drafted, and his story is unbelievable. Then you get to watch him go to a prestigious university like Tulane, and be successful when he was doubted against, and it came right back to you. He could have went to New York. Right. Well, not New. I think what it was Detroit. He could have went to Vegas and been in the green room for the second day and all that stuff. He chose to stay home. Not only did he choose to stay home, he stayed home at your venue.
Right.
And ESPN is in your venue. You got Saints legend Michael Bimman Lewis in your venue.
Right.
From a kid from Tangible Hope, that had to be like, and you never asked nothing from Taji. You never asked nothing for this, but like it got blessed back in you 20-fold.
Right. Right. So how that happened, man? Like his stepmom, Sharonda, we had to actually graduate together.
Okay.
And go back to the parties I was talking about. Her brother Kevin, that I had a relationship with during the parties with, is he called me and was like, hey, Tajay thinking about doing this draft party at the event center. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, cause I'm business mind. I'm like, cool. Well, you know what? I ain't gonna charge him. Come on, open arms. Hey, whatever y'all want to do, we can do it. Because I know with situations, not even getting something in return, but I know blessing somebody, creating moments for somebody, people remember that. They can always come back. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go continue on. He doing a birthday party in June, all white, at my establishment this year, because he told somebody, look, I'm gonna go back to where I feel love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to where it was. I felt the love, and the love was done for the draft party. So yeah, we did that, man. We had camera crews out there, everything, man. And it was a great time. And when he come home, he come pass by the event center, and it's still the same thing, like, man, hey, look, this I'm gonna put you over here, make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? When you leave, make sure you get to your vehicles and all that, because I know the status he's at now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Still a kid. Not trying to play him as a kid, young man, rather.
Right.
But I still want to make sure he's safe. And I don't want that on my conscience to where he came to my establishment and something, went left and he can't be able to pursue his career because of something by me. So but yeah, that's just how I am, Henry. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm just that caring person, man, and I'm just glad God has blessed me with that trait to be that type of person, to be able to give back to people, and it always come back, man, to where God take care of me for real.
Right.
And that's I thank God for that.
Yeah. And to me, to be like part of the brotherhood with you, to just sit there and watch you grow, like like I never asked for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I brave, and for I speak about it often. Everybody knows I have a special needs son.
Right.
You the only one that you took the time with him. Like he's the only one that comfortable with it, and you know all the stuff
Right.
that he did with, for him to call you uncle. That's just like, I that's a relationship right there that
Yeah.
that God manifested. But to sit back and watch the blessings come, like I remember sitting in the barber's chair on Mooney, and you just talk like, man, it's getting crazy right here, but it might be a spot over by Southeastern, but I don't know. And we were just talking. I said, man, look, the closer you're to Southeastern, the easier access it is for college kids to come right there to you. And then you build this, you get the spot. What happens a couple of months later? They start breaking ground on the apartments right across from your establishment. Then the pandemic happened. And I know that was tough on all small business owners and all stuff. But then I watch you rise big time from that into going in to opening a restaurant that was supposed to be a lounge first, but the politics was like, no. So you like, I own it. I did the leg work just like you did the leg work at the barbershop. Y'all did all the work inside to get to where it was going. Y'all did the leg work for the restaurant,
Right.
and it turned around back into your alma mater, where you are now cooking and serving meals for the boys and girls basketball team. And on the flip side of that, and to me, I think it's the biggest blessing. You're able, as a small business owner, and you started giving NIL deals
Yeah.
to athletes,
Yeah.
giving them a platform, and where nobody else is even thinking about, why give a Southeastern athlete a chance?
Right.
To me, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you like about that process. How what was your mindset getting into that, and how can we encourage other small business owners to like, hey, you might not have the backing and all that stuff to go after the LSUs, the La Techs, the Tulanes, the big schools, but they got small schools in your area that can need help. How did you go in that?
Well, man, actually what I did was, with the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? So I have quesadillas, tacos, wings, wraps, loaded fried, loaded nachos. So, with the blessing of God, I haven't heard people, if any at all, say my food nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially my cooks follow the process of preparing the food. So with me having Southeastern, doing Chef's Evening, which is a scholarship program, give back, donate food for them to raise money. Was blessed to do, like I say, the men's and girls basketball team. I just had an idea. Was like, man, all they could do is tell me no. I tell the athlete, hey, I give you a free meal every week. You know what I'm saying? You post the food. I don't have the money to give, but I can feed you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All I ask you is just you post so I can try to get in more students, you know what I'm saying, to come eat. And they was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I say, if as whatever business that you have, if you're not afraid to accept a no, it's just a question. You know what I'm saying? So I asked them, and they was like, yeah. So I'm like, I got a minor in marketing in Southeast. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, send me a picture, your basketball picture that y'all already have,
Mhm.
and I've got it printed, big old poster, put on the wall, get them sign it or whatever, boom. So, uh, as a kid or a young adult, they want to be seen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So them walking into a restaurant or a place with good food or a place to where it has maybe some popularity or it's growing or even a black owned business. Yeah, I want to be seen when I walk in there. Yeah, I'm in the boulevard.
Mhm.
Go look in there and see. Or when I post, you'll see my picture. So it's always angles to where marketing, if you want to grow your business, you gotta think outside the box.
Mhm.
So that was me thinking outside the box. I see NIL did LSU with, you know, with Reese.
Mhm.
She like $1 million athlete, beats and all kind of stuff. Just like she make more money than going to the pros probably.
Mhm. Right.
But me, I'm like, okay, I could give you something to eat. And I explained to her, look, I don't have the money. Honestly, if I had the money to do it, I'd do it. But I don't. I could provide you something to eat every week. You know what I'm saying? You could take advantage of that. And majority of them was like, yeah. So I got cheerleader, track athlete, boys and girls basketball. I haven't even had the time to even start working on softball, baseball. I got a football too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything, bro. I just always use my marketing to get what I want.
Mhm.
Always. Whatever I got for the event center, sponsored by Tito's. Just reaching out, asking questions, or can this happen? You know what I'm saying, to receive certain things for certain events. They provide a lot of giveaways or, beverages for the guests, so even with you guys with FanView, you know what I'm saying, just sponsorships and stuff, it's just all about a question. Can you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that can you could be like, yes, we can. It's just really that easy. And people once people realize that you have good intentions or you have a good heart. I have a friend of mine, a guy named Hawk. He was like, Brad, whatever you do, just have a good heart.
Mhm.
Just have a good heart. And I always kept that with me. You know what I'm saying? To where me having a good heart, want to do stuff for the community. I got some give backs I gotta do next week for the my son's school, Albany Lower, uh Hammond East Side for teacher appreciation. I just did employee appreciation for Niagara Water
Mhm.
in
That
Robert.
just opened up.
Yeah, they just opened up, man. I had so much love from people. They later asked, we need a food truck. So many people tagged me, man, and I really did thank those people. And the lady reached out to me, and I know they tagged me. I reached out to her
Mhm.
because everybody tagging me. I took the initiative. Let me reach out to her, and she was like, yes, can you come Thursday and Friday? And I got a lunch contract at a private school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every day, but I made it work. You know what I'm saying? And the lady was like, "We want you to come out here once a month, every month. We love the food." You know what I'm saying? So I just say all that to say, man, once you just giving back and just have a positive attitude, you know what I'm saying? A good friend of mine, Troy, aka DJ Bam, man, he hear my stories every day, every morning, just what I'm saying, me venting. And he see the journey. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because people be like, man, you doing a great job, man. I'm proud of you. I'm like, thank you, but you really
You
just don't know.
know. Right.
Cause I'm not gonna go on Facebook typing it, man, this, and the third. But people close to me know, bro, the struggle.
Right.
And the struggle is real. It's really real. So I thank everybody that supported me in my journey, man, and just God is so good. For real, for real.
and and I know we got to get ready to wrap up and whatnot. Appreciate you for coming from so far away. So trust me, I know the travel struggle
Oh
with
nah, it's all good.
that.
It's all good.
But one thing we love to do on this platform, we love to give an opportunity for those who might want to jump out in a certain field or just take a step, or might be scared. But to hear somebody that then came from where
Mhm.
they're at and where they're trying to go, what advice would you give a young male, a young female, a young African American that's like, look, I want to do some type of business, whether
Mhm.
it's restaurant, whether
Mhm.
it's party planning, whether
Right.
it's DJing, or like
Right.
your specialty with hair. Like, I want to do that. Like, what advice would you give them to keep them going?
Man, I seen something what Steve Harvey said. You just gotta jump. You just gotta jump. When you jump and take that step of jumping, leaping, whatever you want to call it, it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things, man, I just I I attempt. And I ain't gonna lie. If I don't see it working and I'm gonna tip it for a little second, I'm gonna cut it off.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But you real deal just gotta jump, bro. And for anybody, for us, my platforms, Facebook, my name is Derrick Baham.
Mm.
Uh, Instagram, Mr. Baham 985. You know, reach out, inbox me or whatever, and I don't mind helping anybody, strangers or not. I don't mind. My time is limited,
Right,
you know, because I got all this stuff going on. But
right.
I mean, I don't mind, you know. Just like me and you, we created this time. You was
Mm.
like, hey B, when can you come? Like, I come next Wednesday. I don't have my son, you know.
Right,
I had to drop my daughter off at work before I came here.
right.
You know, so it's like I could come, you know what I'm saying, and be able to talk and, you know, inform people on my journey. And at the same time, it's a blessing for me too, just to even be here. It's not just about me blessing you guys. You guys are blessing me with this opportunity to tell my story, and for somebody might be able to see this story and they can take me further places as well. Yo, so but back to we said, it's all about jumping, man, jumping. Same thing I'm sure y'all did with this podcast,
Yeah.
just jumping.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? This
you heard you
journeys.
you you heard our our producer before. So like, we like the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
We didn't got it. We didn't got it all the way, man. For the people that's down here, or for the people that's over, that might be passing through the Hammond area and stuff. It's tell them where they can find you. Your barbershop,
right.
your
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
your
All these
restaurant,
different businesses and
your
stuff, man.
your
Vincent.
your event center, your food truck. Like, what you got coming up?
Well, I got a custom cuts barbershop in Hammond. Of course, everything is in Hammond. The Boulevard Lounge and Grill in Hammond, the Boulevard Event Center in Hammond, and the Boulevard Express uh, food trailer in Hammond. All of those are attached to me, Derrick Baham. I'm willing to travel, you know, for us barbering. You know, my time's kind of limited now, you know, with
Yeah.
all this stuff going on. I cut Friday evening and all day Saturday, but the restaurant is open right now Tuesday through Friday. Um, Unfortunately, people don't want to work,
Mm.
but the event center, you know, is available for rentals. You know, food trailer, like I said, we travel, or it's available for any events to provide, and we do donations and all that kind of stuff too. So, I mean, I'm just a grinder, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just I live by my apparel grind like you broke.
Yeah.
You know, I got to get back into that.
Yeah.
I kind of slacked on that. A
Oh,
lot of stuff, yeah.
I was waiting.
I've been slacking on that. You know what I'm saying? Got to get back into the grind like you broke, man. But like I say, all those things, man, just a blessing of God. And
Mm.
it wasn't my plan; it was God's plan. So everything that people, were, I'm gonna leave on this note is through all struggles, or if stuff not going the way that you wanted to go, you just gotta be consistent, regardless. For instance, views. Just say if y'all views are low,
Mm.
don't worry about that. Be consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. If you shooting on a Wednesday every Wednesday, shoot every Wednesday. Keep being consistent, because I promise you, with the event center, with the restaurant, man, numbers low. Me going in my own personal pocket. I still to this day go in my personal pocket to make sure payroll is done. I do not want an employee to say I didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep the faith, trust in God, and be consistent and be persistent in everything I try to do and give my best effort. So you guys keep on doing what y'all doing. I appreciate y'all inviting me here, FanView Live. You know, it was unexpected, but when you hit me, I was like, yeah, I'm coming. We just gotta make the time for it. But I appreciate it, bro. Anytime, any way I can help, I'm here.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you coming on. Like I said, we super proud of all the work that you done, the journey
Thank
you
you.
came,
Thank
the
you.
kids that you done helped along the way.
Right.
Shout out to your family who's been nothing but good to me since I've been up there, to Carlton, Dorset,
Yeah.
stand up guys. I see where it comes from now, man. Just keep doing your thing, man, and
Yes,
God
sir.
gonna keep blessing you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, and for those out there, make sure y'all follow Brad and his businesses on all his platforms. And this has been another episode of the FanView podcast.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
It's DatBoyFred, host of FanView podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays 3:30 for the FanView podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.